to kind of expand, things that's eligible for under education. But so be it. Thank you everybody for being in today, and I appreciate everybody's comments and interest. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So yeah, basically his whole Pan-Africanism. Yeah, that whole piece is the conversation that we'll be having.
Bye, Lynn. Talk to y'all later. Thanks, Jim.
All right.
Okay, are we ready for our next?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody hear me?
Yeah,
Okay?
same here. And I look forward to connecting even more.
All right, so Vanity Fair Park is the short name for what is now known as Whitey Boot Park, and it's currently operated by the city of Greenville as a public park.
All right, how's everybody doing?
CLG grant funding to nominate.
Tired.
Good.
Good morning.
Give me a second.
All right, no slides in town. Okay, Vanity Fair Park is located.
All right, so this one should be a pretty short class today. Let's see if I get my seat in place. Okay, how's everybody doing? Let's do a quick check-in. How are we doing mentally, physically, with everything?
I'm ready for the semester to be over.
True.
Man, who are you telling?
Oh, Professor Daniels.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Burns never responded to me.
Oh, you didn't?
Uh-uh.
All right. Just send him another one. Just send him, if he's responding via text, you can even send him a text asking him to check his email. And then send him another email just letting him know that you're following up. I don't think I saw the email though.
Oh, I was supposed to send it to you too, right?
Yeah, you got to CC everybody.
Got you. I did not do that.
Yeah.
I put y'all in the email, but I didn't send it to y'all.
Yeah, you got to send it to us. Otherwise, we don't know what's going on.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the whole piece of. That's how you get that. You get this full support, is that you have folks on the backside who are wondering what's going on, and then you can have that conversation with them.
And then the other thing, Habs canceled on me, so I'm going back to Chick-fil-A this summer.
Oh, they're not doing Habs this summer?
They're not doing anything this summer.
All right. I'll be in contact with folks. I'll see what's out here. We do have some projects. I don't know what they all looking like, but I'll let everybody know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very, very welcome. So, any questions about what we talked about on Tuesday?
No. Wait, are we still doing a detail?
Yes. I want everybody, so from Tuesday, the conversation was that I wanted everybody to choose at least one detail. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So the conversation was I wanted everybody to do at least one detail. Because, and these are the elements that they pointed out: the capital, the door, the window, what was the other things? The fan light, the sign. Yeah, I think those are all of the major elements that they talked about. So I would like somebody, choose one of those elements and do a detail of it. So you should already have the base for it.
You said the fan line what?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, what is that?
Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. So let me pull up one of the images so everybody, we can talk about the elements that I would like to see a detail of. And let's see. So while I'm pulling that up, how did y'all feel about the feedback that you received?
It was
It was
good as
good.
well. But I didn't understand, like, they want us to draw the damage.
Great question. So I'd asked the question of them, when you look at HAB's drawings, sometimes HAB's drawings include the actual damage that is there. So, and I'll show you what I mean. Give me a second. I wanted them to clarify that because sometimes you show exactly how it looks. Sometimes it's like if there's a crack in the wall, they want to see that crack. And then sometimes they don't have it. So I didn't know if I wanted them to give us some guidance on that. So if we're saying we're creating a HABS drawing, we can be honest about that. But in this case, no, we're not drawing. We're not drawing the damage.
Oh, okay, because I thought we were like doing this for the church to have for them to have documentation because they don't have any at all.
We are.
Oh, okay.
But if you're going to be submitting for the HABs for the prize, then we want to make sure that we're doing it aligned with what they'd be looking for. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, so. All right, what about other people? Everybody else? What everybody else think about the feedback? Did it change how you thought about the project that you were working on? And the drawings you're doing?
Yeah, I agree with Rakia about the damage part of it, because I knew about that. I just didn't know that was supposed to go into that drawing. But that was the main feedback that I got from it.
Yeah, so the damage is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And my columns still need work. So
yeah, so the damage is not going to actually go into the drawing for us, but if you were doing, so like for those who worked on the,
Oh, hold on. CJ and Jalen are waiting on you to let them in the class.
all right, they should be in now. So the damage, for those who worked on the project, the Drakeford House.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we were
Yes.
developing a historic structures report for that class, right?
Right.
So for that historic structures report, you might have gone ahead and put a showing the damage on your images in order to make sure that you represented that information properly. But in this case, we're not worrying about the damage. We're just going to be drawing the building as it should be drawn. But I wanted them to provide that clarity so that you would all know if you were working on this drawing, this standard that people refer to with HABS drawings. Make sense?
Yes. Oh, wait, speaking of historic preservation, when is the second class happening? Because I took that minor.
We will probably do that in the spring. So we have the first one is set up. We'll probably set that second one up to happen it'll be a fall and spring session in class.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Daniels,
Hey, how's it going?
when you get a chance, can you still send me those classes? Actually, can you send me some?
Oh yes, yeah. I'm searching for the document that we used.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that document is I know it's at school, so I'm looking to see if I can find it online.
Also, Professor Daniels, I don't know if you saw my email, but for 2 of the courses, it's not letting me register because, like at Tuskegee, I didn't satisfy the math credits that were transferred in.
Yes, those are classes that I'll be giving to the registrar.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a couple of things I've noticed. There's some issues with physics class as well. That conflicts the physics lab, so I'm trying to get those resolved.
Did you get my emails?
Yes, I did, and I'm working on everybody's schedules now to get them done.
Okay.
All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen with you all. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
So, because I like y'all, I think y'all are kind of cool. I went out and I braved the corona just for y'all.
That's hard.
That's how I do y'all. You know what I mean?
You did what?
I said I went out and I braved the corona just for y'all to get you these photos.
You braided the corona.
Braved.
Oh.
Braided, Jalen.
Professor Daniels, there was nobody out there.
Hold on. This is my story. You know.
He is by himself, Trey.
Hold on. You know.
His kids are driving him crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, he wanted to leave that house. He was talking about braiding. He was ready to get out that house. With them kids.
Hey. Accept y'all's compliment now. So I went out and I braved the big bad corona just to get you this image of the cornerstone.
This could be our detail.
You could actually do this as a detail, yeah. So here's and there are 2 cornerstones. So here's one of them. Here's the sign if you wanted a better version. One that's actually like right on the sign. Here's a version of the sign for you.
Mr. Daniels.
Yep.
You know that fan light he was talking about yesterday, like the window at the top, or is that what he called it?
Yes.
That can be a detail.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Here's the other cornerstone.
Is that on the other side, like directly across from the first one?
It is. It's on the other side. And then here is the door. So if anybody wanted to get a closer shot of the door and how that comes together.
Jason, you need to do that.
I love the shots. Let's go. And then, so, you know, we were talking about the line so that you can see this beveled edge. Here's that line. And why that's important is it's a part of the way that the door paneling is constructed, because they're actually beveling this edge at an angle. And when you bevel it at this side and then you bevel it this side, it creates a corner that's 45 degrees. So that's actually part of the geometry of the door. And so that's why you want to get that in there. So here is the door for y'all. You can put that in. All right, so those are there's one more I did not put in here. I'm gonna add it real quick. There is and you can't actually see it, but there's a light that's right behind the columns. And this is the light. And it'll come up in a second. I'm gonna wait for that to pop up. So here's the light. If somebody, I can't tell if this is original or reproduction, you know, but if somebody wanted to do it, you could do this light. Okay. And as I said, this light is behind it. Let me show you a couple of other details that you can do. All right, so it's a good shot of the building. So you could do the fan light here, you do the capital here. Here's the light that I talked about. You could do the hood. Let me actually let me circle these items. All right, so do a column capital. You can do the fan light, the sign, the cornerstone, and I say if you do one, you probably want to do both of them. You do a light right here. You could do the hood above the door, since that was something that was discussed pretty significantly. Do the window. If you want to do the whole door, you can do the whole door. So let me delete this one. So there is you you could do this window, and I'm pointing this one out specifically because it says old chip on it. I probably wouldn't do, I would do that one because that one is more unique to it. So you could actually do a detail of the entire door, or you could do a detail of just the window, the stained glass window there, the column capital, the fan light, or the two cornerstones. Okay. Or a window. So if I'm you and I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, Mr. Daniels is telling me there's more work I got to do. The way that I'm thinking through this is I'm looking at my drawing. I tightened up whatever, based off the comments that I've received, I've tightened up the drawing to add everything that I need to add to it. And now I'm looking at what elements that I've just talked about that are details have I drawn that I think I know I put a lot of time in. So like Mr. Littles, your fan light, you did a really good job on your fan light. Actually, you did a really good job on your fan light and your capital. So I'm probably going to make my fan light or my capital the detail that I want. And all I'm going to do is make it a little bit larger so that, I'm going to do it at 1 inch equals 1 foot or 3 inches equals 1 foot so that it stands out really prominently. Or I am, Mr. Scott had some really good windows. Both you and Mr. Carlisle, you had really good windows. So I'd probably blow up my windows. And what you'd have to do is look at the window you've drawn. When you put it at 1 inch equals 1 foot or 3 feet equals 1 foot, compare it against the actual window. And you know that the detail is going to have to be really strong. It should look just like that window. So you may have to do a little bit of modification, but it should not be a significant amount of work because you've already done it. The biggest issue you would have is just to play with those line weights to make sure that they read well. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Just to make sure that's the fan light, right? Because I'm still trying the thing at the top.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the thing at the top by the door or the one in the roof? No, not the porch light. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Also, with that porch light, is that not located directly behind the column?
Yes, it is.
So to put that in the drawing, I would.
If you put it in the drawing, you're doing it so that people can see what you're drawing.
But like, how would it be seen? That's what I'm asking.
It's not going to be seen in the drawing. It's going to be a detail that you would show.
Oh, okay.
So here's your fan light. Here's the column capital. Here's your cornerstone. Cornerstone 1. Cornerstone 2. Church sign.
Are these photos in the Google Drive?
Yep.
Okay.
Hood, door, molding, hood, and transom. window. Transom. Stained glass window. And this here is your gantry. Okay. So I think you'd want to do one of these. As I said, look at the ones that you've already drawn. And all of them. Actually, let me take out this lantern. I'm not really feeling the lantern. So scratch the lantern. Because these are all character defining features. The lantern is not really a character defining feature. No one's going to notice that if it's gone. But the column, capital, the fan light, the windows, particularly the stained glass window. Let me put that on the stained glass. It's really cool. So stained glass window, the church sign, those two cornerstones, those are character defining features about this building that you want to capture. And so that's what you can do one of those. All right. Any questions on that?
Okay, didn't you say we could do like the end of the little, what is it called? The aisle thing that's inside the church, like in the ceiling?
Yes. So let's go to those other images. So these are all just for the exterior. And the reason I'm choosing the exterior ones is because you've already drawn it. You know, I don't want you to have to do extra work. But let's look at some other drawings. So inside the church, we have two drawings. We have a capital. And so you can see these different, the image of the capital. So if you wanted to do this pilaster capital, let me check something out. So keeping an eye on that pilaster capital. I wanted to see.
Is that the same thing that's on the outside on the dormer?
I think so. They look pretty similar. There's a long, elongated capital. No, I think this one is longer. It's similar, but I think this is longer. Let's get a close-up shot of it. It's similar, but I don't think it's the same. But you can use it as a reference for what is supposed to be there. Let's see if the logo is that close. Don't you hate when you just need to see that one little edge? But if y'all want that, I can go out there and grab that one. Here's a good close up shot. If you want me to grab it, I can go out there. I can get the drone up and get a closer shot. Because I love y'all. Y'all.
We don't want you braving the corona again. You're good.
Listen, I'll do it for y'all now. I don't want you telling nobody that I wouldn't go out there and help y'all out. Yeah, I don't think they're the same, but similar. Okay, so if we're on the inside, that you can do that column capital, if you that pilaster capital, excuse me. Let me, here's a stained glass window on the inside. I was mentioning before that it tells the story of the church. So you have 1852. 1852 is how it was the original church. In 1888, this is just these two. There's two more on the other side. So I think it's a total of 4 stained glass windows. And if you decided that you wanted to do the pew, you could do this detail of the pew. You'd have to do the full pew. So you have to refer to a couple of images. This shows you what it looks like. And then you have to take another one that would show you the whole pew. So this is another one you could do if you so wish. Yeah, that's pretty much it, because the rest of it, really we want to get inside, we want to get a floor plan, but we can't get that right now because of the just because of what we're dealing with right now. Any questions?
When is this due again?
This is due on the day of the final. Let me pull that up for you all. You let me know. Better yet, you let me know. Is this too much? So is all this too much for y'all, or is this extra detail sufficient?
I mean, I want to say that this is too much.
You said what?
I said I wouldn't say this project would be too much, but like if you compared it to like the other classes that we have, depending on how far you are, it's going to be a stretch.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's not even about this project specifically. It's just the fact that we have so many projects that are expecting the same thing in different courses. Like, it's like if this was all we were doing and you were like, okay, this is the level that I wanted, then it'd be straight. But it's like we have another teacher saying the same thing about another one. And then we have another teacher saying the same thing, and we just got that one. But it's on the
basically, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, we kind of basically just started our
library.
Yeah. So we got to go through that whole process, and that's a lot.
Okay. So let's say we just take the detail out. If you want to do the detail, feel free to do it, but it won't be a requirement. and just get me the get the elevation with all the feedback that we received. So at this point, we've really scoured these elevations, and we know how it should look. We've discussed how it should look between line weights and quality of the drawing and the detail and what should be in there. And we've gotten some expert opinions about it. So we'll stay with just the elevation. The purpose of the class is actually to make sure y'all are comfortable using the software. And I'm confident that by the time you finish doing the elevation, you're confident that you're comfortable with the software. If you're interested in doing the detail, go for it. If not, that's fine. And so this will all be due on Monday, May 4th by 6 o'clock p.m. Okay. Y'all still there?
Yes, sir.
That work with y'all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll say as you work on this final project, you know where it's going to go. So I think that's a benefit. You know where the project will be going to. If your stuff is good and you, as I mentioned before, if you are still interested in competing, I think I will encourage somebody, if you don't encourage it yourself, whoever has the best product, I'm going to encourage you to submit it for the one of the 2 prizes. Because I think that the work that y'all have done, it warrants that. And if we have some work over the summer, I just have to look at the funding for it. But the people whose work is the best off of this will be the ones that I will most likely be tapping. So those who enjoy the project and demonstrate that they're able to do really good work coming off of measured drawings or photos and point cloud, I will probably look at your work as what would be, if there's some opportunities related to this, that's how I would choose you. So since you only have to do the elevation, make sure you just put some good time into that and producing a good quality product. Again, also realize that the elevation, this work is stuff that can go into your portfolio. So when you're going for positions, either now or even something, once all this coronavirus stuff levels out, you can put this work into your portfolio. So you want a good quality product that demonstrates your understanding of preservation in addition to how to use the software. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna ask a question?
When's our final?
Just tell me.
Deja, this is our final. Relax. What is you doing?
This is it. Oh, you want another final?
No,
Hey, no.
no, no.
She just didn't know what she was asking.
No, I was confused. No, I was confused about what day was the final. But now
That girl had muted the mic and walked away. That girl had muted the mic and walked away. She just don't want to say it.
The final. Can someone enlighten young Miss Deja Coleman?
This drawing is gonna be due We no longer have to include the details. But if you want to, you still can, and it's due on May 4th by 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Mr. Daniels gonna try to be extra. Thank you.
You need to pay attention, that's why.
Andrea, nobody asked you.
Listen, Miss Coleman is just an overachiever. She's like, why? I don't understand why y'all don't want another final and extra work. I mean, come on, this is what this life is about. Ain't that right, Miss Coleman?
No, that's not right. No, no, no. I don't know who came up with that conclusion, but that is not right.
So, if there are no other questions, I mentioned we only have to do the elevation, tighten up your drawings to make sure that they reflect all the comments that we've covered over the last 3 weeks or so. You don't have to do a detail. And this will be due on May 4th. Monday, May 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. Send it to me. I'll see if I can get, well, send it to me. Make sure your name is on it. I'll send you did I ever send you the title block or the title block?
No.
No.
Okay. Everybody remembers how to XREF, right?
Yes.
I will send everybody the title block. Make sure you fill it in. Would y'all like me to go over what to do with the title block right now?
Yes.
No, I gotta go to work.
Oh, well, never mind then. Lakia gotta go to work.
So are you saying everybody should put their life on hold until you come back to work?
Yes, please. They got work to do on their drawings anyway. They are not ready for the title block.
I mean, it's gonna be our last class. I ain't gonna see y'all after.
Oh, well, okay, just post the video, then I'll go back and watch it.
All right. I will, let me pull up the title block in AutoCAD. And show you how to post up information, how to put it on. Pretty straightforward. This one. So let's go ahead and share the screen. All right, so let's just assume that this was the project, right? So it's a 24 by 36 size drawing. What you will do is you'll get a title block that looks like this here. When you open it, I want you to change the name. Actually, I'll give all this to you. So all this information will be filled in. This is already filled in. And I would like you to, so we'll call this, so this will be your name. And actually, the owner will be your name. So that will be, I'm sorry, not that, but the project, I'm gonna call that your name. The owner will be the name of the project, which is Old Shit. And the address, I'll put that address information in there. All right, so you'll have all this information. Sitting on my desktop. So when you get your drawing, what you're going to do is you're going to type XREF, and you're going to find the title block. You click the title block, you click open. It's going to ask you, do you want to specify on the screen? No, that's not going to be checked. It's going to ask you if you want to rotate it. No, it's not going to be checked. And insertion point, no, that's not going to be checked. So nothing will be checked. You hit OK. And it should have been at 0, 0. So this drawing was not at 0, 0. So if it's not at 0, 0, if your drawing was not done at 0, 0, then you just shift it into place. I don't know how your drawings are, but you'll shift it into place. The title block will be there, and then your elevation drawing will be there. And that's all you need to do with the title block. Does everybody understand? So I will, as soon as we get off here, I will upload it to, I'll upload the drawing to Blackboard for everybody. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
I mean, like, I know somebody, like, we had a question, but it wasn't really about this project.
All right. Is it something that I should keep recording or no?
Oh, no, sir.
No, sir.